Sam Sulek is, by far, the biggest fitness influencer in the world.
And I think that he's going to die an early death because he's abusing performance-enhancing drugs.
Sam, you take steroids.
He's like 21, just a freak.
And that's the scary part, because you look at him, you see the acne, you can see his hormones all out of whack.
Sam Sulek is a one of one. He's a Brock Lesnar of bodybuilding. You could do every single thing Brock Lesnar did and never be Brock Lesnar.
Who's wedding?
Yeah, that's the really crazy part. Oh, check that shit out. Yeah, I bet you didn't expect that. That's been in the works for quite a while. That's
Sam Sulek was just a kid growing up in Delaware, Ohio. Born on February 7th, 2002 to Mark and Sherry Sulek, Sam's life revolved around sports from the very beginning.
I did gymnastics when I was like 11 to 16. I think I was good, but I wasn't like gonna be college level scholarship, like no Olympic, but like it was fun.
One of the earliest clues that Sam would eventually become obsessed with his physique came long before he even touched a weight.
Like when I was a kid, like 8, there was this some mom on the swim team who would always like make a big deal. Like, Sam's got abs. He's not 6 years old. He's got abs.
From a young age, he wasn't known for being overweight or out of shape. If anything, he was the opposite. He was naturally lean, athletic, and constantly moving. Those early years were dominated by swimming, gymnastics, and other physical activities that would eventually build the foundation for the physique millions would come to know. As Sam entered his teenage years, sports took up a lot of his time. Between the ages of roughly 11 and 16, gymnastics became his main focus.
But that was 3 hours a day, except for Sundays, and a 30-minute drive.
Definitely teaches a dedication to what you're doing now, though.
What many people don't realize is how demanding the sport actually was. Sam trained nearly 4 hours every day after school, 6 days a week. Every session included warm-ups, flexibility work, skills training, and countless repetitions. He traveled to competitions and competed against athletes whose entire lives revolved around gymnastics. At the same time, his physique was already beginning to stand out. By high school, Sam already developed a naturally athletic frame. According to his brother, he already had a noticeably impressive build long before bodybuilding became his focus.
The beginning of the sophomore year of high school.
Oh, okay. So you started lifting in high school?
16. Yeah, 16.
But you weren't lifting bodybuilding style. You were lifting more for athletics?
Oh, no, it was bodybuilding style.
Really?
Most fans know almost nothing about Sam's family, because he intentionally keeps them out of the spotlight. However, it is publicly known that he has a younger brother, Mark Sulek, who has appeared in a video from time to time and has a social media presence.
What'd you think about the gym, little bro? Turn the camera. What'd you think about it?
Yeah, the gym was pretty dang cool. I noticed I tried like 2 different leg presses and they were both like unusually sticky. Like
what?
Mark is involved in both golf and fitness content and is only about 2 years younger than Sam. When gymnastics started to take a toll on his body, Sam started looking elsewhere for competition. The constant impact from landings was hurting his knees, while years of swinging on bars and rings were putting strain on his back and spine. That's when diving became a major focus.
You told me you were a diver before. What is that?
So I was competitive. I've been doing that since I was like, 5 or 6. Because during the summer, right at the pool, they've always got a summer league. So we'd always go there doing the diving. So that was just pretty much what I came up with.
Sam continued competitive diving throughout high school and college. The sport demanded explosive power, flexibility, coordination, and complete control over one's body mid-air. As Sam gained muscle through his weight training, diving became increasingly difficult. Most divers are relatively small and lightweight. Sam was becoming the exact opposite.
Once I got above like 185, 190, the board would hit the water. And it would really smack it. So it's like getting a little heavier than it was designed.
One thing many people overlooked is that Sam's life wasn't entirely centered around sport. He studied mechanical engineering at the University of Miami in Oxford.
So you told me you're studying mechanical engineering.
Yeah.
Why mechanical engineering?
It was just what I was kind of always into as a kid, in the sense of like, having good aptitudes for the math and science.
Okay.
And then I think it was maybe my uncle once. He was either a professor or something. And as a kid, he's like, oh, you gotta do mechanical engineering. So for whatever reason, that was in my mind. So that's just kind of the path I followed.
Ironically, one of the classes that would have the biggest impact on his future wasn't engineering at all. In college, Sam took a film-related course where he learned the basics of video editing. At the time, it seemed insignificant. Years later, those editing skills would help him launch one of the fastest growing fitness content channels on YouTube. The moment bodybuilding really entered Sam's life came after gymnastics ended.
Basically 3.5 hours of activity out of my day was gone. But it was a big chunk of time every day. That's now gone. I gotta fill it up with something.
When he stopped training several hours a day, he suddenly found himself with a huge amount of free time. Determined not to lose the athletic physique he had built, he turned to the small gym in his family's basement. Half the basement served as his bedroom, the other half contained a squat rack, dumbbells, and the basic equipment.
All right, so incline bench if needed, dumbbells. I put a bunch of flags on the wall just for fun. Now, I'm sure you like the gym, you like the weights, but do you like them enough to sleep with them every night?
At first, bodybuilding wasn't a dream career. It was simply a way to stay active, but something changed. The more progress he saw, the more obsessed he became with the process.
I covered my mirror up for like 2 months after I got into the working out because I wanted to see a difference somehow. And it worked. I got back on it with the working out.
That experience convinced him that bodybuilding could completely transform a person if they remained consistent enough. What's fascinating is that Sam never set out to become a social media star. His first videos were largely experiments. He said that many of his early TikToks were intended as jokes rather than serious fitness content.
All the TikTok videos were just like jokes.
Some of the videos revolved around awkward humor, exaggerated confidence, and his now famous self-depreciating personality.
Like my sister told me once after I was posting the long form videos, she texted me after 2 weeks she said, "Sam, I've never heard you talk this much in my life." And that's your sister. Yeah, it's my sister.
What audiences connected with him wasn't production quality. It was authenticity. Sam wasn't trying to sound like a motivational speaker or business guru. He simply turned on the camera and talked.
The YouTube, why is it the way it is? It's so raw, just on your phone.
For me, that's just the kind of videos that I like.
As his audience grew, something unexpected happened. People became more invested in Sam himself. Not just his workouts, not just his physique, just in him. When he started posting consistently, the content looked almost too simple to succeed. Most of his videos are followed by the same formula: a car talk, a workout, food, and a few thoughts about life. Yet, simplicity became his biggest advantage.
All right, what's the story behind the hat? I have to ask.
So the earlier videos, I just always had a hat on anyway. But this one I ended up just wearing for maybe 2 weeks straight. And then once I was actually starting to get a little bit more traction, I don't really want to change anything else.
Oh, superstition.
Yeah, a little bit.
Really?
Plus I just like the fit of it.
While other creators carefully crafted online personas, Sam's content felt completely genuine. Viewers weren't watching a character. They were watching a real person document his life in real time. That authenticity would eventually transform him from a college student into one of the most recognizable figures in modern fitness.
This is way more people than I would have ever thought.
I don't know. Were you shocked?
Yeah. It's like a movie release.
Walk around campus at school, has that changed dramatically for you?
Oh, same thing. Except now when I'm riding my bike to class, every so often I hear somebody yell, "It's Sam Sulek." I turn around, try not to crash while I wave at him.
By late 2023 and early 2024, Sam's rise had become impossible to ignore.
The video you've all been waiting for. Sam Sulek's full day of eating.
What do you think about Sam Sulek? Sammy boy.
Sam Sulek is, by far, the biggest fitness influencer in the world at the moment. So I decided to analyze every single workout he's done this year.
He described the moments where the reality of his fame would suddenly hit him.
Even just last night in bed, and I'm thinking, all right, we're going to Vegas, we're going to see Jay Cutler. I just laughed for myself. This is fucking crazy. Would never expect it.
For someone who spent years watching motivational bodybuilding videos online, suddenly becoming part of that world felt almost unimaginable. In 2024, during his peak bulk, he had reached approximately 270 pounds to 273. Sam Sulek earned his IFBB Pro card in the Classic Physique category on February 27, 2025. He then made his pro debut at the 2026 Arnold Classic prejudging, showcasing a phenomenal physique. One of the most controversial aspects of Sam's rise to fame has been the ongoing discussion surrounding PEDs.
And I think that he's going to die an early death because he's abusing performance-enhancing drugs.
Around 2021, Sam's physique started to blow up.
And that's the scary part, because you look at him, you see the acne, you can see his hormones are all out of whack. It's scary when you look at this.
Unlike some fitness influencers who aggressively defend their physiques as natural, Sam largely avoided playing that game. He seemed far more interested in talking about training and bodybuilding than arguing with strangers online, although he is transparent with the topic.
I remember talking about hitting 300 pounds back when I was a 180 pounder, just as a joke. But it becomes more and more of a potentially tangible reality. Now, of course, that's enhanced.
On his way to fame, many people judged him.
I don't believe that Sam Sulek could make top 15 at the Olympia. I don't believe he could make the top 30.
Sam Sulek's fall off has got to be studied.
Rather than spending hours arguing online, he tends to treat criticism almost like background noise. Whether people questioned his training methods, his physique, or his use of performance-enhancing drugs, Sam rarely allowed the debates to dominate his content.
Sam, let me ask you something. Do you see any of the shit that people are saying? Or you just ignore it, or do you just not see it at all?
I'll see it, but I mean, it's not going to bother me. I think if you freak out about any time anybody says anything,
yeah,
that's just a bad situation. Number one, just don't respond to any comments.
Despite becoming one of fitness YouTube's biggest stars, Sam has never appeared particularly big in luxury. Sam has made his own clothing brand and is now currently a Gymshark athlete. As of recent, we do know that Sam is married, but there is little to no information about who the lucky lady is and where the wedding will be. As of now, Sam continues to train and remain one of the most loved and wholesome creators in the entire fitness industry.
Oh, fuck.